Africa is a continent with incredible destinations, but Mozambique often gets overlooked. Nestled in the southeastern corner, it boasts a stunning coastline along the Indian Ocean. But Mozambique's beauty goes far beyond its beaches, and in this video we'll explore all of the natural beauty that surrounds Mozambique. Now, despite its charm, Mozambique also faces challenges. Daily life can be tough for many citizens, and the country is still recovering from a long civil war. Yet the Mozambican people are known for their warmth and resilience. Today we're joining them on an adventure. We'll explore Mozambique's diverse landscapes, encounter its incredible wildlife, and immerse ourselves in its vibrant culture. We'll also learn about the challenges the country faces and the hopeful efforts underway for a brighter future. Ready to get started? Let's go. Oh, and real quick, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this. Roughly around the 10th to 16th century, sailors from Arabia, a region in Southwest Asia, set their sights on Africa's eastern coast. They built trading posts along the way where they could exchange goods with local communities. These posts became important hubs for commerce, and Mozambique was perfectly positioned to be a key player. Then, in the 1400s, along came the Portuguese. They were also skilled sailors, and they were looking for a new route to India, a land famous for its spices and other treasures. Mozambique, with its deep harbors and established trade routes, was an ideal stopping point. But the Portuguese didn't just stop by and say hello. They decided to stay. Over time, they took control of the coastal regions, setting up a colony. A colony is kind of like a mini Portugal, but far away. The Portuguese built towns, governed the people, and set up businesses to make money. They brought their own culture and language, which is why Portuguese is still spoken in Mozambique today. They also built impressive forts and other structures, like the one on Mozambique Island, to protect their holdings. This island, also known as Ilha de Mozambique, was once a major trading center. Today it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its cultural and historical significance. The Portuguese also had a big impact on Mozambique's economy. They were mainly interested in taking resources out of the country, like gold, ivory, and timber. This means they focused on activities that would get them these resources quickly, rather than building a strong and balanced economy for everybody in Mozambique. So while some people benefited from trade with the Portuguese, many Mozambicans did not see much improvement in their lives. The struggle for independence culminated in a brutal civil war that raged from 1977 to 1992. The war was fought between the Mozambique Liberation Front, Frelimo, a socialist movement that had fought for independence from Portugal, and the Mozambique National Resistance, Renamo, a rebel group supported by South Africa, Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, and some Western countries. The war was long and bloody, with an estimated 1 million deaths and widespread destruction of infrastructure. In the end, a peace agreement was signed in 1992, and Frelimo remained in power. However, the war's scars are still visible, with infrastructure damaged and lives forever changed. Mozambique's geography is truly breathtaking, offering endless opportunities for nature enthusiasts and adventurers. Let's embark on a virtual journey to explore some of its most remarkable features. Imagine sailing through the Great Rift Valley, where Lake Nyasa sparkles like a gigantic sapphire. This stunning body of water, Africa's third largest freshwater lake, is a sight to behold. Picture yourself cruising along its shores, where you might catch glimpses of hippos lounging in the shallows, or colorful birds soaring overhead. Beneath the surface, the crystal clear waters teem with life, including the endemic Malawi kiklet fish, which dazzle with their vibrant hues. For centuries, local communities have flourished along the lake's edges, relying on its bounty for sustenance and shaping a cultural tapestry intricately woven with the lake's magnificence. Now let's discuss one of my favorite topics: Mozambique's amazing environmental conservation and wildlife. Mozambique's wildlife has not always been so fortunate. Habitat loss due to human development has shrunk the areas where these animals can roam freely. Poaching, the illegal hunting and killing of wildlife for their body parts, has taken a toll on populations. The scars of a long civil war also played a significant role in disrupting wildlife ecosystems in several ways. During the war, many conservation efforts were put on hold, and protected areas were left unpatrolled. This allowed poachers to operate with impunity, leading to a decline in animal populations. Additionally, the war displaced many people who turned to hunting and resource extraction for survival. This further strained wildlife populations and ecosystems. The war also damaged infrastructure critical for conservation, such as research stations and anti-poaching patrols. However, However, conservation efforts are working to address these challenges. Rangers are being trained and equipped to better patrol protected areas. Communities are being involved in conservation efforts, providing them with alternative livelihoods that don't rely on wildlife exploitation. Research programs are being restarted to monitor animal populations and understand their needs. Slowly but surely, Mozambique is healing the wounds of war and rebuilding its wildlife ecosystems. Not only that, the country has taken action to curb this by setting a significant portion of its land, over 12%, as protected areas. These protected areas are like special zones where human activities are limited or even banned altogether. This helps to ensure that the wildlife and ecosystems within these areas can survive and thrive. One such area is the Niassa National Reserve, a massive wilderness paradise covering over 42,000 square kilometers. 16,200 square miles in northern Mozambique. That's roughly the size of Switzerland or Denmark. Established in 1951, it's the largest protected area in Mozambique and the fourth largest reserve in all of Africa. In this amazing, vast landscape, there are sights that will leave you speechless. Some things you'll see here are lush Miambo woodlands, majestic elephants, and some of the most amazing animals like leopards, lions, rhinos, Cape buffaloes, and wild dogs. Further south lies Gorongosa National Park at 4,000 square kilometers, 1,500 square miles. Established in 1960, it's one of the most well-known national parks of Mozambique. This park has a diverse landscape with lush forests, grassy plains, and even a network of rivers and waterfalls. This park is home to tens of thousands of animals, including lions, leopards, elephants, and zebras. Perhaps the most inspiring story is the ongoing effort to reintroduce endangered species. Initially, the park was nearly devoid of wildlife, with only a few surviving animals struggling to exist amidst the aftermath of war. People like Greg Carr and his nonprofit's first step was to clear out the thousands of traps and snares left behind, allowing for the safe reintroduction of herbivores and later carnivores. Through these efforts, the park's ecosystem has rebounded dramatically with thriving populations of elephants, lions, and other species. Now, while Mozambique boasts stunning landscapes and incredible wildlife, daily life for many Mozambicans presents significant challenges. Access to basic services like education, healthcare, and reliable infrastructure can be limited, particularly outside major cities. The public education system faces overcrowding and a shortage of qualified teachers. The limitations of public services in Mozambique create a two-tiered system. Many families who can afford it choose to send their children to private schools. These schools offer a more controlled environment with smaller class sizes and better equipped teachers. However, private education comes at a significant cost, putting it out of reach for a large portion of the population. Similarly, access to quality healthcare often hinges on financial resources. The healthcare system also faces challenges due to limited resources and overcrowding. While public hospitals and clinics are available, they can be overcrowded and understaffed. Essential medications and equipment might be limited. Private hospitals offer a higher standard of care, but again, come with a heftier price tag. Language barriers can further complicate access to healthcare, especially in rural areas. Due to this, healthcare workers might not be able to speak to the locals, creating communication difficulties during diagnosis and treatment. Additionally, the prevalence of malaria adds another layer of concern. This mosquito-borne illness remains a significant health threat throughout Mozambique. While preventative measures and treatments do exist, access to them can be limited, particularly for those living in remote regions. Mozambique's infrastructure is still developing, presenting challenges for daily life. Traveling outside major cities can be an adventure, to say the least. Roads are often unpaved and poorly maintained, turning journeys into bumpy expeditions. Public transportation is limited, forcing many to rely on personal vehicles or bicycles. However, owning a reliable and affordable car can be a challenge, and venturing off-road often requires a four-wheel drive vehicle. Even basic necessities like electricity and clean water can be limited in rural areas. Now, the Mozambique economy is on the rise, and agriculture remains its cornerstone. The fertile lands yield a bounty of crops, with staples like corn and cassava forming the base of many Mozambican meals. Cash crops like cashew nuts, cotton, and sugarcane are also important contributors to the economy, and farmers are increasingly adopting modern techniques to improve yields. Mozambique's coastline is a treasure trove of marine resources. Fishing is a vital industry, with prawns, shrimp, and lobster being major exports, particularly to neighboring South Africa. The deep waters harbor an abundance of fish as well, including tuna, marlin, and barracuda, making Mozambique a destination not just for seafood lovers, but for sport fishing enthusiasts as well. Mining plays a significant role in Mozambique's economy. The country is rich in mineral deposits, with coal being a major source of energy production. Mozambique has vast reserves of natural gas, particularly in the Rovuma Basin in the north. The Rovuma Basin is a sedimentary basin located offshore Cabo Delgado province in northern Mozambique. It is estimated to hold 35 trillion cubic meters, 1,250 trillion cubic feet of recoverable natural gas, making it one of the world's largest gas reserves. The discovery of these gas reserves has the potential to transform Mozambique's economy. The government is hoping to leverage this resource to generate significant revenue for development projects, create jobs, and improve the lives of its citizens. However, there are also challenges associated with developing these resources, such as the need for substantial investment in infrastructure, the environmental impact of large-scale extraction projects, and ensuring that the benefits of resource wealth are shared equitably among the population. Exploration for other minerals is also ongoing, with the potential to further diversify the country's mining sector. Mozambique has significant reserves of graphite, a mineral used in lithium-ion batteries, which are essential for electric vehicles and other electronic devices. The demand for graphite is expected to grow in the coming years, making Mozambique's reserves a valuable asset. The country also has deposits of titanium, a mineral used in a variety of industrial applications, and rubies and garnets, which are precious gemstones. The responsible development of these mineral resources could provide Mozambique with much-needed revenue and contribute to its economic growth. Trade is another key driver of Mozambique's economic development. The country has strong trade partnerships with South Africa. South Africa is a major source of imports, such as manufactured goods and vehicles, and a key export market for Mozambican products like agricultural goods and minerals. India is another important trading partner, with trade relations dating back centuries. India is a source of imports such as textiles, pharmaceuticals, and machinery, and a market for Mozambican products like cashew nuts and coal. Portugal, the former colonial power, also maintains close economic ties with Mozambique. Portuguese companies are involved in a variety of sectors in Mozambique, from construction and transportation to finance and tourism. Mozambique is a country of many languages. More than 40 languages are spoken throughout the country. These languages can be grouped into a few main families. The most common languages are Bantu languages. Examples of Bantu languages spoken in Mozambique include Makua, Shangana, and Sena. Swahili, a language from East Africa, is also spoken along the coast. And finally, Portuguese, the language of the former colonial rulers, is spoken by a smaller number of people, but is still used in government and education. Mozambique's food is a delicious reflection of its multicultural heritage. Spicy piri piri, a fiery red chili sauce, adds a kick to many dishes. Matapa, a rich and creamy peanut and seafood stew, is a national favorite. Zima, a cornmeal porridge, is a staple food, often served alongside grilled fish or stews. Prego, Mozambique's take on Portuguese steak sandwich, is a popular street food option. Mozambique has a vibrant artistic heritage. Storytelling through literature, both written and oral, is deeply ingrained in the culture. Music is another powerful form of expression, with marabenta, a genre combining Portuguese melodies with local rhythms, captivating audiences. Energetic dances like makwaya showcase the joy and resilience of the Mozambican spirit. Mozambique is a religiously diverse country, with Christianity, Islam, and traditional African religions coexisting peacefully. Family and community are central to Mozambican society. Respect for elders is deeply ingrained, and extended families provide a strong support system. Beautiful and diverse handicrafts, from intricate batik fabrics to stunning Makande carvings and skillfully woven baskets, showcase the creativity and resourcefulness of the Mozambican people. Now, I want to touch on the location of Mozambique. Being on the coastline comes with many benefits and some issues. With pristine beaches, vibrant coral reefs teeming with life, and endless opportunities, the views await. Imagine yourself sinking your toes into soft white sand as turquoise waves lap at your feet. Mozambique's coastline has a staggering 2,500 kilometers, or 1,550 miles of beaches, offering something for everyone. Luxurious resorts cater to those seeking ultimate relaxation, with infinity pools, beachfront cabanas, and world-class spas offering pampering treatments. Smaller, eco-friendly lodges provide a more rustic charm, allowing you to sink yourself into the natural beauty of the surroundings. For those seeking a touch of adventure, secluded coves and hidden bays can be reached by boat or kayak tours. Imagine the thrill of discovering a deserted beach, your own private paradise for the day. The waters around Mozambique are like a colorful underwater paradise. Imagine vibrant coral reefs filled with tropical fish, friendly dolphins playing, manta rays gliding, and even magnificent whale sharks waiting to be discovered. Mozambique's coastline is breathtaking, but the ocean can be unpredictable. Be aware of rip currents, which are strong currents that could pull swimmers out to sea. If you get caught in a rip current, stay calm and don't fight against the current. Swim parallel to the shore until you're out of the current's pull, then swim towards the shore at an angle. For scuba diving fans, you will love this. Dive into coral gardens bustling with colorful angelfish, clownfish, and butterfly fish. Swim alongside majestic turtles or admire the many sharks and rays that call these waters home. If you prefer snorkeling, you can still peek into this underwater world without scuba gear. Mozambique's magic extends beyond the mainland. The Quirimbas archipelago and a string of 32 islands scattered off the northern coast are a picture-perfect paradise. Pristine beaches fringed with palm trees, crystal clear waters, ideal for snorkeling and diving, and a laid-back atmosphere make these islands an idyllic landscape. Further south lies the Bazarudo archipelago, another island haven famous for its luxurious resorts and untouched natural beauty. Explore the islands of Benguera, Bazarudo, and Santa Carolina, each offering unique experiences. Spot dolphins frolicking in the waves, go deep-sea fishing for marlin and barracuda, or simply relax on the beach and soak up the sun. These archipelagos offer more than just stunning scenery as well. The islands boast a rich cultural heritage with traditional fishing villages and historical sites waiting to be explored. Imagine learning about the local way of life, savoring fresh seafood dishes infused with local flavors, and experiencing the warm hospitality of the Mozambican people. Mozambique is a relatively safe country for tourists, but as with any travel destination, it's wise to be aware of your surroundings and take precautions. Petty theft, particularly bag snatching and pickpocketing, can occur in crowded areas like markets and bus terminals. Be mindful of your belongings, keep valuables out of sight, and avoid carrying large sums of cash. Like anywhere else, there's always a chance of encountering someone trying to take advantage of tourists. Be cautious of unsolicited offers or deals that seem too good to be true. And since Mozambique is on the coastline of Africa, there is the chance of pirates. There have been a few incidents of pirate attacks in small vessels off the coast of Mozambique in the past. Most reputable tour operators take precautions to ensure the safety of their guests, but this is still something to be aware of. Our journey through Mozambique has unveiled a land of breathtaking beauty, rich cultural heritage, and a people renowned for their resilience. From the pristine beaches and vibrant coral reefs to the lush national parks teeming with wildlife, Mozambique's natural wonders are a sight to behold. And now it's your turn. So make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one.